Welcome to Bethel Online Education Hub. Learn anytime, anywhere. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more. Let's learn together, the Bethel way.
Writing effective reviews and critics is a valuable skill that involves analyzing a work, such as a book, movie, article, or performance, and expressing a clear, balanced, and well supported opinion. It requires understanding the content, identifying its strengths and weaknesses, and using appropriate criteria to evaluate it. These principles help ensure that the review or critic is fair, informative, and constructive. So let's go ahead and talk about the principles of writing effective reviews and critics. Our topic first is about critic. What is a critic? A critic is a paper that gives critical assessment of a book or article. Its main purpose is analytic and persuasive. The writer of a critic argues whether it is worth reading or not. A critic is also an evaluation or analysis of something, such as a book, movie, artwork, or idea. It looks at both the strengths and weaknesses to help improve or better understand the subject. What are the purpose of critic? First, it describes gives the reader a sense of the writer's overall purpose and meaning. Second, analyze. Show how it is put together by dividing it into main sections or aspects. Third, interpret. Define the meaning and importance of each parts. Fourth, assess. Make a judgment of a work's worth or value. In summary, the purpose of a critic is to analyze, evaluate, and interpret a work or idea by pointing out its strengths and weaknesses. It helps the audience understand the subject better and provides constructive feedback for improvement. Here are some steps that you could do in doing a critic. So, step one, you have to read. Read, reread, and read again. It is important to familiarize yourself with the document. There are multiple things that you need to look for, and you can't possibly find them all at the first reading. So may instances talaga na babalik-balikan mo yung pagbasa para mas maintindihan mo siya or para mas makuha mo yung meaning na gusto niyang iparating. Step 2. You have to take notes. As you read, take notes, circle, highlight, underline, and comment on your own article. Look for the author's purpose of the paper or article, and also look for patterns or tone. So after mong mag-read, much better kung magte-take down ka ng notes kasi baka may mga importanteng details kang madaanan na kailangan mong i-add sa critic mo or sa research paper. Step 3, gather your resources. Find out where work was published, what are author strategies in making his point, are they successful? So, ito na yung mga resources na kailangan mong i-research or hanapin para masagot mo yung mga questions na na-provide sa iyo. Step 4, investigate further. So, una, look at the underlying assumptions. Second, look for places where the author has left gaps. Baka may mga naiwan siyang information. Step 5, organize. Background information to help your readers understand the nature of work, summary or description of work, and then interpretation or evaluation. Step 6, you have to write. After you have created your outline, start writing your critic. Remember that your critic does not have to be negative. Refer to the author by his last name. Pag halimbawa, manonood kayo ng movie, tapos magpo-provide kayo ng review, same lang siya as critic. However, di naman most of the time laging negative ang information. So, meron ding mga details na pwede kayong maging positive kung maganda naman talaga. Pero kung meron talagang kailangang i-work on or ayusin, baguhin, kailangan nyo rin siyang ilagay doon sa critic or sa review paper. Here are some of the tips that you could use on writing a good review. So first, read, watch, or listen to the work more than once. Bakit kailangan more than once? Kasi halimbawa binasa mo lang siya ng isang beses, pinanood mo ng isang beses, pinakinggan mo ng isang beses, may possibility na may na-miss kang information or may na-miss kang detail. Kaya number one tip, basahin mo ulit, panoorin mo ulit, pakinggan mo ulit. Next is read, watch, listen. Basahin, panoorin, pakinggan. Paano? So first, think about the strengths and weaknesses. Take careful notes, hindi basta-bastang sulat lang. Be ready to change your mind if a closer look send you in a different direction. So kaya mo nga siya binabasa ulit, pinapanood, tapos pinapakinggan. Kasi baka may mabago. Fourth, the first time you read or watch something, get an overall sense of the work. So, wag mo pa rin kakalimutan yung mga unang details na take down notes mo. Next tip is provide essential information. Tell the readers the complete title of the work and the name of its author. Kung halimbawa, movie to na gusto mong gawa ng review or critic, wag mong kakalimutan yung title, tas kung sino yung gumawa. Supply the publisher, publication date, and other information about when the piece was created and where readers can find it. Check your facts, the details must be accurate. Next step, understand your audience. Research the places you hope to publish your review and write accordingly. Think about what you need to explain. Hindi basta-basta review lang. Para kanino ba to? Sino ba yung makikinabang nito? May maiintindihan ba sila sa review ko or sa critic ko? Next is you have to take a stand. Your job is to support that opinion with details and evidence. Even if readers disagree with you, they need to see how to reach your conclusion. So, dapat mapanindigan mo yung sinulat mo o yung ginawa mong critic. Paano? So, dapat meron kang evidence na mabibigay or mapapakita sa kanila. Either mag-agree sila sa'yo or mag-disagree sila, kailangan makita na rin pa rin nila kung bakit ka dumating sa conclusion na yun or dun sa type ng review or critic na yun. Next tip, explain how you're judging the work. Decide on your criteria, the standards you'll use to judge the book, show, or film. State this criteria so your readers understand what you believe. Another tip is introduce evidence to support your criteria. Support your judgment with quotations or descriptions of scenes from the work. Also consult outside sources. Always make sure to cite other writers' work correctly if used. Laging tatandaan, kailangan ng evidence. Kapag halimbawa magpe-present kayo ng work or magpe-present kayo ng review. Compare and contrast. Comparison can be a great way to develop your evaluation. Use the contrast to provide your point. Next, do not summarize the entire plot. Provide a general idea of what happens but don't give away important secrets, especially the end. Anong tawag dito? Huwag kayong mag-spill. Kung halimbawa tungkol saan ba yung movie, tungkol saan ba yung book. Meron kasing iba dyan mahilig magkwento, kinakwento agad hanggang dulo. Huwag ganun. Um, Pag halimbawa magsa-summarize kayo, punta kayo dun sa unang part. Tapos doon sa pinaka-middle or climax ng story o kaya ng movie. Pero wag niyo naman banggitin kung paano siya natapos. Kasi possibly, pag sinagot mo na kung paano siya natapos, ang ending niyan, wala nang magbabasa, wala nang manonood. So, since ready ka nang maggawa ng review or critic, ito na yung mga parts. So, first is introduction. Sa introduction, you have to summarize the information, mention the title, name of the author, type of book or film, and then setting. Second, the main body. It consists of two paragraphs, plot in chronological order, and comments on the plot. So, pag sinabi mong main body, discuss mo muna kung ano yung nangyari in order. Tapos after nun, saka ka maglalagay ng comments mo. So, dalawang paragraph lang siya. And then, third part of our review is conclusion. The writer includes a general assessment and recommends or does recommend with reasons or justification. Ayusin ko lang, does recommend or does not recommend. So, nakalagay yun dun sa conclusion mo. However, ito ay tungkol lang sa opinion mo, not on the others. Kaya pwede mong ilagay kung i-recommend mo ba siya, anong reason, kung hindi mo siya i-recommend, bakit. In this lesson, we learned that writing effective reviews and critics involves more than just sharing opinions. It requires careful analysis, clear evaluation, and constructive feedback. By applying the key principles such as understanding the subject, using evidence, and maintaining objectivity, we can create reviews and critics that are thoughtful, fair, and helpful. These skills are essential for academic, professional, and real life communication.